So, should you study alone or should you go study with teachers? This question is very individual and it depends what is happening in your life at the moment. If you have a lot of time and you don't have many obligations, you actually have the time to research, to read, to have interest in the tarot world, and you can actually learn by yourself. Now, in case that you don't have any time, in case that you are a mother with 4 children and you have many responsibilities, you probably don't have this time to just sit and study tarot. So in this case, of course, you should go to some teacher, to a person who will guide you, who will explain to you, and it will be very beneficial. So eventually, everything depends on your time. For me personally, I think the person who is studying alone have more benefits at the end. Why? The person who studies alone, he really makes a lot of effort. He is always online, reading so many books, spending so much time in this process. Don't think that, studying tarot cards is easy. It's not an easy task. Because if you want to be a professional reader, if you want to make money from it, you actually need to have answers and solutions to any situation in life. So it takes a bit of time. And that person who is studying with himself, he's actually starting to program his own way of reading. Because those people who are going to teachers, usually they have this in-the-box mentality. They are not thinking outside of the box and they are only doing readings how the teacher taught them to do the readings. They don't really programming their own technique. And also, after you've been and studied with a teacher, you still will need to study alone. Because what the teacher is giving is never enough. You will need to bring your own technique. You will need to study more. You will understand that there is a huge world out there of books, of knowledge, of information that the teacher did not give to you. So this is like pros and cons of studying alone or with a teacher. As I said, it all depends on what is happening currently in your life. In case that you don't have time, you want guidance, you don't know where to start, you don't know which books to read, it's okay, you can go to the teacher will guide you, but know that afterwards you still need to research with your own. You still need to expand your knowledge more. And as I said, those who are learning by themselves, they are already programming their own technique. They are becoming more independent. So, but it takes a lot of time. Don't think that it will be faster, that you will open some book, will understand the interpretations, and that's it. We think that it's so easy, but in reality, you will encounter challenges and you will have to spend some time in research, in practice, in observations with yourself. It takes time. I hope I answered that question, because maybe many people are indecisive regarding that topic. And also, I will suggest to beginners to start to learn a little bit with themselves. What do I mean? If you're interested in this world, you should start with the history of the cards. Go online, research, and see how the first cards were looking like. What is the history behind all of this? Because when you know the history, you're actually more educated than many of the teachers out there. In this way, the teacher cannot actually lie to you in any way. I mean, if you're already educated a little bit, if you know the history, you can sense now which teacher is a fanatic and which teacher is not a fanatic. And always stay away from fanatic teachers. Those who are telling you some rules, laws, putting you in a box, not accepting your interpretations. Like, there are fanatic people out there. So basically, I think that's it. And if you have any questions, write at the comments.